This week's quick reminder comes from the book of Romans, chapter 2, verses 25 to 29. For indeed, circumcision is of value if you practice the law. But if you are a transgressor of the law, your circumcision has become uncircumcision. So if the uncircumcised man keeps the requirements of the law, will not his uncircumcision be regarded as circumcision? And he who is physically uncircumcised, if he keeps the law, will he not judge you who, though having the letter of the law and circumcision, are a transgressor of the law? For he is not a Jew who is one outwardly, nor is circumcision that which is outward in the flesh. But he is a Jew who is one inwardly, and circumcision is that which is of the heart, by the Spirit, not by the letter. And his praise is not from men, but from God. It's been pointed out that in order to live a life that finds peace with God, it will require more than just doing his will. We see this clearly played out in the book of Jonah and his ministry to Nineveh. As Warren Wiersbe said, God blessed his word, but he could not bless his servant. And why is this? Well, because of a misplaced heart. Jonah's heart was not one for God, but for his own desires and expectations. You see, at the end of the book, we find Jonah not at peace, even though he had done what God told him to do. But he was in despair. As we read in Jonah 4, verse 9, then God said to Jonah, "Do you have good reason to be angry about the plant?" And he said, "I have good reason to be angry, even to death." Jonah's heart was for his own way, not God's. So the book finishes not in victory for Jonah, but in despair for the one who did God's will, but not with a heart for God. As a young man, John Wesley was dedicated to living a very religious life. While he was a student at Oxford, he belonged to what was known as the Holy Club. And it was there that he would practice a strict discipline of prayer and fasting, Bible study, charity work, visiting prisoners. He even went on a journey to America to be a missionary. But in all this busy activity for God, he would confess in his journal, "I went to America to convert the Indians, but oh, who shall convert me?" You see, something was missing, and he didn't know what it was. And it wasn't until a few months later, after hearing Martin Luther's opening comments being read on the book of Romans, that he came to understand peace is not realized by his outward behavior for God, but in his inward reliance of God as found in Christ. And it was after this that he wrote, "I felt my heart strangely warmed. I felt I did trust in Christ, Christ alone for salvation, and everything changed." Now look, this should be a continuing reality for those of us who have placed our faith in Christ. Think about it. If peace was not obtainable for us simply by behaving right before coming to faith in Christ, then how can peace be a reality for us through depending on our behavior now that we have come to faith in Christ? It's Galatians 3:3 that says, "Are you so foolish? Having begun by the Spirit, are you now being perfected by the flesh?" So where's your heart? Does it belong to your work for God, or does it belong to Jesus as you obey the Lord in what he has for you to do today? Where's your heart? My name is Kelly Daugherty, and I'm the host of the His Hill podcast. Now, this has been a quick reminder of that ministry, and we try to drop a new one every Wednesday morning. If you'd like to hear our longer episodes, those are made available every Thursday morning. For those of you who would like to get in touch with me, you can do that by email, and the address is Kelly, Kelly, hishill.org. Thanks for listening, and remember, keep your eyes fixed on Jesus.